I would love to hear you guys talk about the thought process behind the ending we just saw. We see Elvis get in the trunk, and a lot of emotion and anticipation has basically been built up by then. But the final crescendo sort of comes through the perspective of the child getting out of the train, and brings all the emotions to a very sweet resolution by the end. So we'd just like to know, was the final 5 minutes always planned like that? Did you guys have that ending always in mind, that that's how you want to sort of resolve the film, or did you make tweaks further on in the process? What was just the thought process behind that? Like,
It's actually a great observation, because so the idea of him getting in the trunk was always planned like that, because basically the idea behind it is that they all get pumped up about this thing, and they kind of dream it big and become like an adventure, a fairy tale in their minds, driven by the kid. But then kind of actually doing it, Camilla has the reality shower in the end, that maybe that fairy tale approach doesn't work in real life, so she just tells him, let's try like this. But talking about the actual, the final shot, at the beginning it was originally planned in a different way, because while we were writing, we were thinking of finishing with him running and eventually seeing them, and meeting them, and actually we had this idea of him bringing a cup of coffee to Elvis, and and then they would all like be happy and jump in the ocean together in a kind of a cheesy way. But then, like, while we were editing and while we were shooting the film, while we were shooting, and then also while we were editing, we realized how powerful it could have been to just leave that feeling of him, because if you think about it, the important thing is that it's not much that they they succeeded or not, but they decided to do it, and that they decided to do it through the guidance of the little kid who, with his kind of naive and pure mentality, guides all of them to do it. And so, the idea of beginning the movie with him standing like still, waiting for an adult, and ending it with him running by himself, deciding to just, jump out of the train by himself, and having that individual, choice. It's kind of, summarized in a way the coming of age of this little kid that by himself, being the smallest of the group, kind of, guided them all and grew up doing it. So ending the movie like that was just, so at a certain point became so natural in a way, that we just felt that it was the right thing to do.